Yes! Yes! And bike, you know, if you would try to ride this bike right now, it would just fall apart. What's up guys, welcome to a brand new video. Sorry for the very bad weather. We are in Cologne and Cologne Dome is somewhere over there. You can't see that right now. But yeah, we're picking up this beautiful WINORA vintage mountain bike from the 80s, I believe. And yeah, it's looking in a very nice condition. We have a Shimano Dior XT, which is very interesting, and I have a lot of things that I want to do with it, but I'm going to show you this when we are back home. We have to order a few parts, maybe a suspension fork for the front. And we put some big meats on this bike, some big tires, and it's going to be a lot of fun, I can tell you that. So I'm going to load this in my car now, and then we're going to get cracking. What's up guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today we are back finally with another vintage bike restoration, and this time, as you can see, it's not a road bike, no, it's a vintage mountain bike from the 80s or 90s, I'm not so sure yet, but it's a WINORA, it's a French bicycle frame. And of course it's steel, as you know that there's no other frame material coming in my house rather than steel. It's in a beautiful turquoise and yellow color. It also comes with a Shimano Dior XT shifting gearing, which is really nice. It still works, so I was quite shocked actually how good it still works. But eventually we will get rid of that. We will get rid of all of the parts on this bike except for the frame. As you can see, we have a few parts lined up here. So what are we actually trying to do here? So I have a couple of friends now here which also have mountain bikes, and it also seems that here in Aachen there are more guys cycling mountain bikes than there are cycling road bikes. So I want to have a mountain bike so I could really go on a mountain bike ride with my friends. Of course, I wanted a steel frame. The thing is, if you wanted to get a new mountain bike, especially with a steel frame, you would have at least to invest 2,000 euros to get one. So I thought, okay, what can we do? You know that I already went on eBay private ads for weeks or even months. And I was trying to look if I could get a new steel frame, almost new steel frame for a good price, or if I could pick up a vintage mountain bike. And I was first looking at specialized rock hoppers, stump jumpers or hard rocks, but it seems like they weren't available. Then at some point this bike popped up, the WINORA mountain bike from the 80s or 90s. But yeah, it is a heavy bike, don't get me wrong, mainly due to the fork and also the steel frame. Also the tubing is quite thicker compared to a road bike, but of course it also has to last all the abuse that I'm going to throw this bike at in the future. So the goal here is to get a mountain bike with a steel frame, with new parts, and trying to upgrade it as much as we can to get the best experience out of it. And the budget cap is initially I thought 500 euros, but now that I ordered all the parts already, it's closer to 600, maybe even above 600 euros, but still a lot cheaper than 2,000 euros for a new bicycle. Well, the first important part is the fork, of course. So I went for the RST GILA PRO. There it is. It has 100mm of travel, and yeah, I already put the steerer tube in there. We are going for disc brakes on this bike, and I'm going to tell you in a second how we're going to try to do that. All right. So we're going for a suspension fork, 100mm of travel. It will put the geometry of the bike a bit off, but that's okay. So the frame will get a little bit higher on the front, but I think it will be okay. Hopefully it will still look cool. And also we're going for disc brakes. If you look close, you can see it's not really fully on the bike, you know. If you would try to ride this bike right now, it would just fall apart. I just put it together so you can see how it looked before and how it will look after. But I did some work, I already pressed these problem solvers in, so we now have not a 1 by 1/4 but a 1 and 1/8 inch headset steer tube. We need a new headset for that. In order to make this work, the disc brakes at the front will be no problem because we have the suspension fork where I can fit a disc brake on, no problem. On the back though, it's a bit more complicated, and for this I ordered this adapter. It's for a disc brake, which can fit an IS 2000 disc brake. And I already put an adapter on it because the disc brakes which I'm going to put on there, I went for the TRP Spikes disc brakes, very good disc brakes. Will come on like this. The bottom part will sit in between the axle and the frame. You will clamp that down with the quick release, and this will go around the tube. And yeah, that's it. And then you have disc brakes on a vintage mountain bike which is 30-40 years old, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, change of plans. At least we have some sunshine right now on the bike. Yeah, I know you're not here for me talking, so you just want to see what we want to do with this bike. And I'm going to make it a multi-part series, so I think we're going to need 3 parts to eventually get this bike done. Spoiler alert. So the first part we'll be concentrating on today is getting the fork in, that is pressing the new headset in, getting the fork in and the stem. That's for it. That's all we can do for now. And then I have to go to work. Yeah, so what are we waiting for? Let's get this fork out, the headset out, press the new cup in with this tool here, and yeah, let's get going. Yes! Yes! We got it! There it is. So one done, another one to do. Hopefully the other one will be easier, but I doubt it. Yes! Now I can really measure this, although I think I ordered already the right headset, fingers crossed. Looking good. Now we have a 1x1/8 inch headset in there. That should be it. I can't believe honestly that we have this fork on now. Wow, guys, we already transformed this bicycle from a vintage mountain bike to a modernish looking mountain bike. There's only a few things we have to do. The handlebar needs to go on there. like so, cables, putting all the stuff on the handlebar. That's gonna be the next episode probably. And then after that we have to do the tires, and also we have to change the discs. I have new discs because these wheels are second-hand. So I bought many things second-hand, but also quite a few things new. So I will put the exact prices in somewhere here so you can see how much you would have to invest to bring an old mountain bike like this back to life. I have to say, this 100mm fork, it is quite big. So 80mm would have been good too, but I wanted to go with a nice fork, at least 100 euros, 120 euros I think it cost. So I didn't want to go for a 50 euro fork. That's can only be rubbish, right? I'm waffling too much already. So next episode we're going to do the stem, cables, and then the other episode will be tires, discs, and the disc brake adapter. And yeah, that's it, man. That went easier than I thought, much easier than I thought, thanks to the help of this nice guy who had this big hammer to help me putting the steer tube in the fork, and also to help me putting the crown on the fork bridge here. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episode and how this bike will turn out in the end. That's it for now, and I will catch you for the next episode very soon. Peace out for now. Bye.